next question will be from you. So, you have a very important portfolio from the National Oil and Gas Company of Pakistan, and you're heading the R&D department. So, how reservoir management in our mature fields can help in the sustainability of oil and gas production from now onwards? And what best practices are required to make it more effectively drain the reservoir?
Okay, thank you. Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for having me on this. The reservoir management concept in the modern concept is quite evolving and getting, notice among the E&P sectors now, particularly in the modern age of AI and the machine learning as well. So the key deliverables is quite understandable for everyone for the modern reservoir management, like you have to arrest the declines of the reservoirs, then you have to drill infill wells, then you have to deploy EOR techniques, primary recovery methods and the secondary recovery methods and so on. The critical elements are to monitor your reservoir through surveillance and the pressure monitoring and etc. So that's how you work in a team of various disciplines, which includes reservoir engineering, geoscience, economist, and you make economic sense of everything you do in your field to enhance the value of your asset. So this is the whole concept. Initially, the people were working in an independent departmental structure that was like quite old. Over the period, industry has learned that, okay, we have to integrate and to work in under one leadership, which is a concept of the asset management. So in the asset management, you can create more value as compared to in your departmental structure, where you are stuck in decision making in the long cycles, where you spend a lot of time to resolve the small issues. I would like to share just one of my personal example of my career. I worked for one company called Dragon Oil, which was operating into the former Soviet Union. And it was quite unique project for my career. It was great learning. So basically, the ENOC group took over this from the former Soviet Union states, and the data was very basic. It was like the field was hardly producing offshore Caspian area, 1,200 barrel at the initial stage. So they assembled a very small, team, which includes the geoscientists and the engineers, and to look into the future development scenarios and enhance oil recoveries and so on. So first target was to understand the Russian data. It was quite challenging for me and the other team member as well. We were encountering serious challenges. Anyway, we were given one Russian engineer with us, which was explaining about the data types and their characteristics. We spent almost 1 month with them, and we understood, and then we sit together and we devise comprehensive workover plans with the Russian data. And then we decided to deploy some modern style logs in the cased hole environment. And we sat together and we identify almost 60 to 70 workovers opportunities. And that was mostly rigless workover opportunities. And out of that 60, we managed to execute at least 45. And out of 45, we managed to increase our production from 1,200 to 5,000 barrels. And it took us hardly 1 year in this job. So it's all about reservoir management, how you critically target your challenges and how you deploy your technologies. Technologies are available for production enhancement, like recently we have fracture, the hydraulic fracking, then you have artificial lift system, you have gas system, then you have gas injection system. So it depends, I mean, what type of reservoir you are dealing with and how you are monitoring it properly. I mean, there are parameters, and henceforth you can apply the technology. So this is in a nutshell, I mean, you can manage your reservoir management. The important part is to understand your data. I mean, this is the critical thing. I was talking to Dr. Nadeem. People